Gift of Performing Arts, or GPA, was founded in 2013 with the mission to instill Christian values and cultivate excellence using the performing arts. GPA fosters a network and connects faith-based institutions with access to training, support, and resources to build and sustain their dance ministries. Kimberly Jackson and her team have performed at Northwestern Kellogg's Black Management Association Gospel Brunch, served as online guest lecturer for Salt Lake City's Weber University's Dancing Contemporary Worship, and have danced at birthdays, retirements, weddings, and funerals. With more than 40 years of dance experience, we have also provided thought leadership through trainings, workshops, and retreats for dance ministry leaders.
My co-leaders and I had the opportunity last year, I believe it was, to actually just take a pause from the day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month work of the ministry and choreographing and teaching to actually participate in the GPA retreat. And that was the first time that I can remember in a long time having the three of us sort of just kind of away from the busyness of the ministry, to have an opportunity to really reflect on what we were doing as leaders, and to also just kind of strengthen our bond as leaders, because we have to work so closely together for a lot of different events and other things that we're planning. I found it a really valuable experience to be able to just take some time away to hear and to be able to speak without the limits and the pressure of we only have 5 minutes to talk about this and we got to get started with rehearsal. There's so much of a time crunch a lot of times, but to be able to really be in a different kind of a space where we kind of really dig a little bit deeper and talk to each other. Not that we were having any problems, because we weren't, but just being able to, I guess, have deeper conversation around some of the things that we all share in common in terms of our love for the ministry and our dedication to this ministry. And then also the fellowship that we had with some leaders from other churches, being able to just have some new and fresh ideas from things just as practical as scheduling. I remember being very interested in the way that the ministry at St. Mark, for example, how they schedule things to try to keep things running efficiently. And I remember walking away with some ideas like, oh, we should try that. Some things I had not thought of before. And so it was just sort of eye-opening in that way as well. And it's just also, lastly, to know that you just have co-laborers in the ministry, in this type of ministry, outside of my individual church, because ministry can get stressful, it can get frustrating. So to be able to just sort of know that there are others who are out there doing what you're doing, I just found very helpful.
While research shows that involvement in the performing arts improves someone intellectually, for example, having a higher grade point average, we know that a crucial developmental component is also the fun social aspect of fellowship within the GPA community. Together, these really transform people's lives.
The dance ministry continues to transform my life just through the ability of giving me an emotional out, for lack of better words. It gives me the ability to talk and express myself through music. Sometimes having a conversation with someone isn't the best thing that they want to do, because not everybody wants to spill their beans and talk about what they're going through. But if they hear a song and see the emotion that you've expressed through that song, they no longer feel alone.
I think that the choreographers and the directors, coordinators, all of the people that were running the show for the dance ministry over the years were really intentional about making sure that we had the opportunity to fellowship outside of dance practice. And so some of the things that I'll always remember are going to dance competitions, liturgical dance competitions, and like getting to see other churches perform, as well as getting to perform for other churches, visiting other churches to dance, having other churches come to us. We got to go see Alvin Ailey most years, and that was just like a really transformational experience, and like still is if we continue to do it now. And we would have sleepovers, and we would plan like going to Odyssey Fun World and celebrate each other's birthdays together, and all of the things that, it's are so much more fun with people that you just like have come to know in a very different way because your foundation is your dance ministry and your church.
And now, GPA has more ways for us to serve each other and the community. For example, signing up for 1 month to be a guest choreographer at another church, and or worshiping in the community with ministry and movement. Here are a few highlights from our 2019 to 2020 calendar: Fall Dance Ministry Leader and Participant Retreat, a few fellowship outings, and our movement and ministry in the community volunteer opportunities. We ask the dance ministry leaders save the date, June 6th through the 7th, for our leadership lock-in, pampering, programming, and prepping. Space is limited, but those in attendance will be the first to hear a full calendar and to sign up for our fellowship and volunteer GPA community activities. So please take this time to join the GPA community. Connect with us, follow us, and tag us using the hashtag GPA Community on social media. Thank you for your support.